Okay, this is the third time I've tried to record this video. Apparently the last one I didn't actually hit record, and I just spent 10 minutes or so doing it. Anyway, here's my sump. I didn't get it recorded. I was going to record the build, but, you know, I was all over the place. There was so many running down the Home Depot, getting more parts, getting glass, getting more glass, and so on and so on. As you can see, I'm not the best siliconer. This is the first glass sump I've ever done. I've done a couple PVC ones, or excuse me, plexiglass ones. But here's my first glass one. This is a 20-gallon long. Got it for about 20 bucks at Petco. 22 bucks maybe. The glass cost me about 35. I could have probably just bought another tank and then cut it myself, but oh well. There's a first chamber there is going to be for the filter sock. I actually had another bubble trap in the back where the pipe was going to go, but it was such a tight fit I wouldn't be able to clean it, you know, and would not be able to use that a regular round filter sock. So I decided to take the first trap out and just make it one. Now there's plenty of space. It goes, water will come in through two pipes probably, but I might reduce it just down to one. I don't know yet. Comes down to the bottom. There is there's a little gap right there if you can see it. Water comes out there. And then in this second chamber here will be my protein skimmer. It could be up to 2 feet plus another 8 inches or so in height. I don't know yet. I might have to trim it down. That's kind of going to depend on my stand. But then it comes down, goes under there, comes up. There's going to be some black sponge in there on both sides. It'll go back down. There's about 2.5 inches of depth there, or where that glass doesn't touch the bottom. And there's going to be 2 inches of sand, rubble rock, and regular rock in my Refugium. And this goes pretty slow. I had some plexi dust that was floating around there a little bit ago. It seems to have cleaned up pretty much. And you can see that in the baffles it went pretty quick, but over this area it was pretty slow and lazy and made its way close. It would come over here and then overflow over that glass baffle, went down, comes back up. That's about 8 inches tall. That's where they all probably the main level should be set to, but I think I have 8.5 or 9 in one area, which causes it to be higher than what I wanted really. But then it overflows off that glass, and then this will be the return pump area. So yeah, I'm probably going to put a clownfish or something. I think some should be kind of a display tank as well. Many of them I see just have like a little 6-inch, 4-inch area wide, and then that's their Refugium. You know, it should be almost a display tank. So I'm going to put in about 2 inches of sand. I'm going to put in some live rock, some rubble rock, maybe some plants, some chaetomorpha algae. I think that's what it's called. I'm having a brain fart right now. Maybe some mandrels, I don't know. But anyway, that's the sump. And I kind of shortened it down from the sump I was going to do for my 240-gallon tank. But anyway, here is my 40-gallon breeder, which is going to be my main display tank. I try to do as much DIY as I can, and so that's my overflow. It sits just under the lip, or about an inch under the lip of the tank. And I might put some holes or some slits in those overflow pipes, and then anyway, it gets sucked up. And once the suction, you know, gets going, the siphon, and then it goes down, and then it'll come up. And then gravity will cause it to go down that pipe, which then will go back over to that area right there. But anyway, I painted the back of this tank black because I don't, you probably can see it there, it's a little reflective with this glass I could see, but, or maybe it's just, there we go, I'm looking at the wrong. I'm painting the back black. I'm painting all the pipes and everything, at least down to the bottom of the tank, down to there is going to be black. Under the stand, when I build it, I'm not going to care. So, and I might not paint it. There might be reason is I might have to change stuff from time to time. I'm going to put in more unions. You know, this I of course glued. I don't know how. This is my first glue job too with PVC, so and I used the spray can version, which is supposed to be a cleaner primer and the glue, but it makes a mess. I haven't tested this. I'm hoping it actually sealed. If not, I'm gonna have to buy the pipes. The actual PVC piping has not been glued in yet, so if I have to replace parts, it'll be just two 90 degrees and a T. And then that 90 degree right there, so 3 90 degrees. Everything else is dry fitted right now. You know, I got this one for about $60, I think. No, it was 50% off. It was about $90. Yeah, about $50 I think I paid for it plus tax, so about $60. And I got that at Petco as well. They were having a sale. I think the sale ended a few days ago, but I hear they have it from all the time. So once that's done, I'm gonna try to build the stand next in maybe a few days. I'm gonna build it taller than I usually would, but I sit taller and I like to be able to look straight into the tank, so I want to be able to see it even when I'm sitting. I don't want to have to look down or duck down to look at anything. And I don't know, most of the time that probably won't be seen because I plan on skinning the stand, but until I do, I can still see in the tank. And what's coming in still, I have the 4-inch PVC for the protein skimmer and the reducers that are going to be used in it. I got all the other pipes. That's the pump for the protein skimmer. It's 160 gallon, I think, per hour. I want the protein skimmer to run pretty slow, so and I'm going to put a shitload of bubbles into it to help skim the water. Even it'd probably be overkill for this tank, but you know, I'm kind of that kind of guy. I like to overdo stuff and DIY everything as much as possible. I know I think I'll spend about $30-40 for the protein skimmer. Online, you would be lucky to buy the cheapest one for about $100. So $80 to $100 for the cheapest protein skimmer. I'm also going to be building the calcium reactor that will sit behind it, but that's going to be after I get this stand up and running and stuff. Like I said, I'm going to put some bio brick. I think it's called Bright Light or Brightwell or something like that. Export bio brick. And it's 2 inches. Well, I have about 2 1/4, maybe. Well, probably about 2 1/4 inches there that it'll fit in. And I hope you could record. Let's see. Okay, I had it adjusted. I think I hit the button for the volume. It might have turned on the mic, but I turned it back up, so hopefully you could hear. Maybe I won't have to record this a 4th time. And like I said, 2 inches of sand, some mandrels of Catamorpha, or the spaghetti algae, I think it's called, green moss, whatever. And I'm going to put that in there. The filter socks thing's still coming. My 1,600 gallon an hour pump, which is going to be the main pump, is going to go into that section. And it's on its way. The light for this tank is coming. It's the LED, has the moon light and all that different mode. It's a 12-incher. So it should go from each of those white stands, I estimate. But I've made some changes since I originally planned and bought the light. So it should still work. But I might have to kind of Mickey Mouse some stuff to get it in there. yeah, so that should be it for this video. I just wanted to kind of give anybody who's interested an update of what I'm doing. Give me your comments. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, do that as well. With glass, nothing's permanent. I can still undo everything I've done and kind of redo it if I have to, which I probably will with those like that middle one there, too tall, and then that one right there is still too tall. The ones in the middle, or the ones in the middle of the screen, and I might want to cut those down about an inch on both sides. I don't know yet. Still a project. It's, you know, I have to actually see it operational, see if it's going to do its filtration properly, and then I'll go from there. Okay, bye.